everyone's having a good day today. It's nice outside. We're inside with the AC. It's kind of hot outside. There are many people in the world that feel women is not able to do whatever a man can do physically or mentally. Is there anyone that feel a woman is able to do what a man can do or not able to do what a man can do?
I think a woman can do anything a man can do.
I'm on the other side of that. I think there's certain things that most things that men can do, women can do.
Okay. Well, I'm here. We're going to talk about this and discuss this based on statistics. My name is Chantel Roberts, and I'm here to talk about women in the military and how they are more capable of doing anything that a man can do. Women have been involved in the military since 1775, more of this on the civilian aspect of things and not the physical aspect, such as being nurses, cooks, and helping with the distribution of clothing. But in 1917, the first woman enlisted in the United States military. It was not made permanent until 1948, where women were actually allowed to enlist. According to statistics, today 15.6% of U.S. military, 1.1 million, are made up of females. How many jobs do you guys feel women actually have in the military?
Say about 93.
About 90%.
I would say 5% of all the jobs in the military. There aren't that many women in the military.
There aren't. I just said there was 1.1 million. That's a lot of women.
Out of how much?
Well, since you think there's 5%, it's actually, based off of the statistics that's shown on CNN, women serve 95% of the military occupations. 78% within the Army, which I am proudly an enlisted soldier and I serve in the Chemical Corps. 99% within the Air Force, 100% within the Coast Guard, 88% within the Navy, and 75% within the Marines. Even though women are able to enlist within the military, there are very strict rules for women being on the front lines. Today, there's still a fight for women trying to fight within the infantry on the front line. In 2013, there was a policy made that women were not allowed to be attached to any unit involved in direct combat. Despite the official ban on combat, women who served in Iraq and Afghanistan often found themselves engaged in many firefights. Women made up 67 of the nearly 3,500 Americans lost in hostile fire in Iraq, 33 of 1,700 killed in combat in Afghanistan, more than 600 others in Iraq and 300 in Afghanistan were wounded. Enlisted women made up 2.7% of the military frontline units. Women were barred from the infantry, but were allowed to serve in gun crews, air crews, seamen specialties among officers were represented. 5.4% were involved in tactical operations. Tactical operations is something similar to what it sounds like. It's something that has to deal with tactics and being on the front line. They're not actually able to be on the front lines and actually be in the fight, but they're able to give the plan as to what they're going to do if something was to happen, if somebody the enemy comes in towards them. And I also stated enlisted. Does anybody know what an enlisted soldier is?
Someone who signed up for the military?
Yes, and there's also something called an officer. An enlisted soldier is someone that's similar to myself. They swore in, but often they have a college degree, but they didn't decide to go the officer route. An officer is something similar to being your boss and you're the worker. So
Okay.
enlisted soldier is more the worker versus the officer is more of the boss.
Okay.
Is there any questions for me today? Yes, sir.
You say that women make up 95% of the occupations in the military forces from your source. Do you ever think it's going to get to 100%? And what is that 5% that they're missing from, and why?
For me, it's sad to say, but no, I don't feel that it's ever going to get to 100%, even though in the Coast Guard it is 100%, but within other branches of the military, no, I do not feel that way because the 5% is the infantry, which is like the tactical part that I was talking about. Women are not physically able to be in the field like a man can. Our natural body odor our body chemistry does not work with being in the field, for one, because we're not able to hide, especially when Mother Nature kicks in. It's kind of hard because we are easily detected versus a man, because we could be laying right next to each other and covered in full grass and everything, but the man could be laying there and the woman will be the one detected because of our odor.
So women can give up the position.
Give up the, yeah,
Yeah, they gonna get catch.
yeah.